I'm gonna wait till maybe one or two people come and then I'm gonna go ahead and start. We can't bad to worse. From bad to worse. From bad to worse. This is the last thing I wanted to hear today. But it is what it is. Oh my God. I'm just gonna start. Listen, Scottie is gonna be out. Scottie is gonna be out, and I knew it. But I ain't like now they're saying he's gonna be out for weeks, which means we're probably not gonna have him until next year. And then they're gonna start resting him. So we're probably gonna have a season where we don't get the full lineup this whole season. We may never see a healthy team on the court this whole season. That's crazy. Like this whole year has been on some. I knew when he couldn't put weight on it that it was going to be a conversation, but it was like, come on, B. What's good, B? But I wasn't expecting all this. Like for him to be out, now they're saying weeks, and now realistically, I know it don't even make no sense to even apply pressure and do nothing else. We going to rest him. We going to rest I don't like the idea of tanking, but we don't have I'm not saying we should tank. I'm just saying we're not going to even have a healthy team. We got 25 games in, 57 games left. Still no Emmanuel Quickly. He's probably not going to play the 2025 either. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Those who wanted it to be over, they got their wish. That's it. Nothing. It like we can't fight for anything. We can't. It's over. It's over. I hate the fact that this whole season we're not going to be able to see a full team together healthy. And I like the fact that we got AJ Lawson. AJ Lawson, I didn't know he was that good till I watched some of the highlights from that last game when he gave our G League 37. I was like, oh, okay. Okay. And before I got the news about Scottie, I was like, yo, who giving up their spot on the bench for homie? Because we gave him a two-way deal. And he's gonna get an opportunity to play now. And he gets busy. You know what I mean? And he's from Toronto and he wants to be a Raptor. I'm telling you right now, somebody off the bench, one of our young players is going to be a sacrificial lamb. AJ Lawson is going to take somebody's spot. And I was wondering, why would they bring in a scorer so early? And then the Scottie news comes out. We're going to need it. Now we just... All right, they saying 10 to 14 days, but that's it. They're not going to play him before Christmas. It don't make no sense. And then his contract is performance based, so it don't make no sense from a business standpoint to play him. But the 10 to 14 days, thanks Trevor, for him is that's like an eternity for us. To see it's over now. It's over. Even with the East being complete shit, it's horrible. And we could fight our way back into a play-in, but for what? I still don't know when we're going to get Emmanuel Quickly. I have I don't know if we definitely not going to see him in 2025. We're never going to know what the chemistry is going to be like. It's over. It's over. We might get maybe a little 4 or 5 game glimpse of what it's going to look like next year, but this season is done. It's kaput. It's over. This season is over. It's over. Those who wanted us to join the Take Nation, you won. Y'all won. Y'all won. It's official. It's official. That's over. It's nothing we can do now, but just keep keep seeing, letting guys develop, giving guys minutes, seeing, hoping and praying that the team gets a fair shake next season. You know what I mean? And hopefully everybody will be healthy and we'll get it. Like, it's too early, but it's like, yeah, it's. I don't want to give up, but it's like, yeah, it's over, man. You know what I mean? So I'm in this space now where it's like, what else? What's next now? What we gonna do with the rest of the season? Because we can speak about development all year. We could talk about certain players having moments, but we all know it's for nothing. All of it is for nothing. We got RJ having an all-star caliber season. That gets swept under the rug. Jakob Poeltl averaging a double-double, 6th or 7th in rebounding. That gets swept under the rug. You know what I mean? Possible in most improved player going to Grady. That's over. Nobody's gonna get anything. Like, that's it. That's it. Everybody else is now we got to watch everybody else compete for something valuable, for something relevant. Now we could be fans and just see how it all plays out. Because as far as our participation is over. It's over. Fuck. It's too soon. Like, this is the worst. If this is my Christmas present, this shit sucks. This shit is horrible, man. This is not how I want to go into the holidays, yo, with it being officially a dub. Now what we gonna do? What is that like? There's nothing to really like. What are we gonna discuss? This season started out with a whole lot of good vibes, good energy, and we're not even we just started December and it's over. Like, it's over. Even if we get ourselves in position to simply just be in a conversation from a chemistry standpoint, it's like we got to wait for Quickly to play and see how that works. Scottie comes back, see how that works. Everybody's going to cling to RJ. They're going to follow him off the mountain, off the cliff. And then how does that work for Scottie? Because now, once players continuously cling to RJ as the leader, it's going to be hard to follow somebody else. It's going to be hard to have a conversation about somebody else leading this team. You know what I mean? It's regardless of how it works out, they're going to follow him. Now it's going to be a fight for control of the team. Then you got Quickly. He's going to have his battles to fit in and try and figure it out. Jakob Poeltl numbers are probably going to be sacrificed. It's, man, this shit right here, boy. This right here, it's for a season to be over this early, this shit sucks. You know what I mean? There's really nothing to, like, what are we going to compete for? All we doing is just develop guys now. Now we just going to develop guys and see what happens. But it's going to be hard. Like, it's hard to it's like another year that's being sacrificed for the sake of next season. And I hate talking about next season. Then it's next season. Then it's going, like we said that last season and the season before that. At some point, we got to draw a line in the sand and really compete for something relevant. Like, this rebuilding shit is tough. You know what I mean? I thought we would have had a better place. Even with it being like kind of shaky, you're absolutely right. It is what it is. It is what it is. But it's aggravating. Because if you want to talk about the team, it's hard to talk about the team because everything you're saying is, now it sounds like bullshit, really. Because nothing really counts till next season now. Because the season's over with. You're going to have the highs, and you can't even critique the team honestly because we're never going to get an honest, we may have a small taste of it, but we're not going to get an honest depiction of what we actually have as a collective this whole season. This is a whole season where we get to see nothing. This is tough. You know what I mean? It's like, damn. We just got started. We saw some things. Now the conversations are going to be like, what? Where's the validity of any of the conversations now? You know what I mean? And nobody wants to give up. Nobody wants to tank because that's just corny. It's a bad habit. But when it's over, you like, fuck. Not now. Not early December. It's December 11th. What do we talk about now? Because the conversations we gonna have after this point, it's gonna be hard to really have any emotional connection to the topics. It's like, nigga, it's over. It's over. Like, we can't get hot if shit don't go right and we see more turnovers. We can't get, excited if we see guys making progress, because it's like we don't know what it's gonna look like when everybody gets together. It's I need a drink already. I gotta go to work. I need a drink. I need a drink already. I'm gonna go to work and just try and think about something else for a little while till the game start. But this shit, man, listen. It's only but so much we could talk about now. You know what I mean? It's heartbreaking because it's like, fuck. Just when we was figuring out how that thing worked with Scottie and RJ, and we still got questions about how quickly it's gonna fit in. Now this happens. This is like the second or third time he's been out. Like, we've been hit heavy by the injury bug. You know what I mean? Kels didn't start the season. Now he's coming back. Scottie's out again for a couple weeks. It's like now the timing is going to be screwed up. Everything is going to be, and then we're not really playing for nothing. It's fucking draining, man. And that's another thing. The NBA Cup. Yo, I hate the NBA Cup. I hate it. Yo, I hate the NBA Cup. It makes no sense to me. Like, it's like you have an in-season tournament for what? Those awards, like, in 2 years, no one's gonna remember that whole thing. It's gonna be a thing of the past. Next commissioner, that tournament's probably gonna be done away with because it takes too much out of the season. And it's confusing. It's like this is bullshit, man. Like, anybody but him. You know what I mean? He was getting it together, averaging 20, almost 21, 8 and 7. The numbers were looking respectable. He was figuring out how to win, and now this. I understand. I understand that IQ and Scottie are injury prone, but so is every team has got their main guys in a space where they're gonna have these moments where they're injury prone. But when it hits us, it's a lot tougher because we don't have the veterans that other teams might have that invested in those veterans. We got all young guys. So we gonna watch them go through some shit the next couple weeks. You know what I mean? And there's no one that's gonna stop it. That's why, in a way, I wanted us to keep Pascal. So someone can, if it gets out of hand, guys are injured, we still got a vet that can hold it down and make it respectable. To keep it within a certain feasible space of performance. Now it's just we're gonna see RJ put up those numbers he was putting up at the beginning of the year when he was averaging almost 29. We're gonna see Grady get back in his bag. We're gonna see Jakob Poeltl get the ball more. That's the one thing I didn't like about the Knicks game. Yak didn't get enough touches. Because I know for a fact Cat don't want to play defense. He's magnificent offensively. Magnificent, but he don't really want to play defense. I think we should apply more pressure to Cat. You know what I mean? I think Yak could have had a 21 and 12, 21 and 15 night. Like, he could have had a decent night too as a big man. But instead he only had 8 shots. I would have loved for us to feed him more. But the fact that we were able to compete with a Knicks team that was on fire and we were shooting like shit, we was just working and walking them down. That was beautiful to watch. Now we gotta wait to see what the fuck we got now. I don't know. Are they gonna actually play Scottie? Like, I think they're gonna be real tentative with Scottie when he comes back. I don't think he's going to play. They're going to put him on some type of scheduling where he doesn't play as much. He's going to sit out more games because it makes no sense to risk real injury. You know what I mean? I don't know about the NBA. I don't know about none of the kids playing this year. All I know about Cooper, but as far as the NBA draft, um, this season, I don't know. And I'm I come from an era where you don't rely on rookies realistically. You know what I mean? You're not coming in relying on someone coming into the business to hold y'all down while they're still learning and transitioning from college life to the real world and business. And the first time you're the major breadwinner in your family, you're traveling, and you want to be socially relevant. Like these kids want to be popular. What's the agenda as opposed to the agenda of the organization? You know what I mean? Like it's they got a lot that they got to deal with, especially these kids now. They got a lot of shit to deal with. The NBA wants them to be have somewhat of an impact on social media on top of being basketball players, brand ambassadors. Like we can't rely on a kid coming in. Like now, like it's gonna be tougher for us to trust and rely on a young guy. And we're trying to be a playoff team and get back into contention for something relevant to rely on someone coming in young to really make an impact. You see Jacoby is having his ups and downs. You know what I mean? What the fuck is this? What the hell is that? Oh. Um, all right. So, uh I understand, yo, Trevor, I understand what you're saying, but it's like Darko is running out of time. Darko is running out of time. He's definitely running out of time. He don't have a lot of time to make this thing look like something. You know what I mean? And someone's gonna take the blame for this. Someone's gonna have to. And with the new group that's owning the team, somebody gonna catch this fade. There's gonna be a conversation about somebody being negligent, and somebody has to be the fall guy for the fact that the team has dipped. Has to be. Either it's gonna be Masai or it's gonna be Darko. Somebody's gonna have to take the blame if it doesn't turn around sooner than later. You know what I mean? It's like no matter how many picks we get and how many new people we get in, there's no guarantee that this thing is going to be fixed until we see the product on the court, until we see winning happening on a consistent basis. Because these teams that we're watching, they're not unbeatable. Like everybody's beatable by us. It's just a matter of you got to figure out how to win, and then that takes time. And especially if you don't have a system and you got a young coach who's trying to convince you that his system works with no proof of it anywhere. You just trusting, that he knows more than anybody else, you know, in the coaching space that you have as an option. You're just praying that it all works out, but it's not. You know what I mean? We still don't have a definitive system. Somebody's going to have to take the blame. Like somebody's going to have a problem. With the new ownership, they're not trying to hear nothing. They not trying to hear nothing. Somebody's going to get blamed for the fact that the team has fell from champion to now you're rebuilding and struggling to when with the NBA wide open. The Eastern Conference is wide open. You know what I mean? The Eastern Conference is wide open. And I agree, yeah, health is a huge part of this season. And no one understands why players are getting hurt so much. They don't play as much as they used to. They have a lot more downtime than they used to. They're supposedly working out more than anybody. They keep saying this generation works harder than any generation before them. The best facilities, the best medicine, the best equipment, the best trainers, supposedly, but no one is available to play like they should, like you expect. And then nobody wants to play 82 games. You know what I mean? It's the changing of the times, changing of the guard is just weird changes all around. And all they want to do is shoot threes and, play that approximation of basketball, which is a lazier form of basketball. It's entertaining when it's put in proper perspective, when everybody's not trying to do it. Now that everyone's trying to do it, we missing out on some opportunities to win. You know what I mean? And it makes no sense for us to be in this space when all you have to do is look at the consistent beads of success and imitate it. You know what I mean? Like these teams are not like defend the three better. I understand that they got rules in place to stop us from to stop that from happening, to make sure the corner threes are available. But there got to be somebody with a defensive scheme that can stop that shit, that can limit that. Make it a little more like make it a little tougher for that to be a the factor it is in the game. And these analytics that they have, they change the rules to validate the numbers they created. And then they sell the data to whoever wants it to use for their only for whatever they want to use it for. But it makes the game, it waters down the game. Yes, nerds run basketball now. I've been saying that for a minute. I've been thinking that too and saying it. But you don't want to be like, the person who's attacking, people for having their own way of being entertained. Because some people love numbers. Some people find like they might not like the genuine game, but they may love the numbers behind the game. And that might be their fascination. That might be where they find competition and fun. I get it, but that ain't got nothing to do with us. That ain't got nothing to that has absolutely nothing to do with us as fans of basketball, because we're not seeing basketball. We're seeing this approximation ran by numerics, probably built by people who never played. And people question me and be like, hey, yo, how you know so much about the league? You ain't make it. If you played, basketball there's consistencies in the lifestyle of a basketball player, teams, the sport itself. When you play, you just recognize the consistencies. The life of a basketball player is always going to be the same. High school, college, pros, you're going to have the same lifestyle of the person in that space. It hasn't changed. NBA players from the 70s and 80s had the same lifestyle as the players you see today. Same. Drugs, girls, rock and roll lifestyle, nice cars, same lifestyle, same responsibility. It's all the same. Yeah, that's my nephew coming in. That's my nephew. Hold on one second. That's my nephew. All right, let's knock this out. Let's finish this up. My bad. My nephew was coming in from school. Had to let him in the house. Yeah, yeah, but we got people who are running the game into the ground. Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? I'm just on here for a couple minutes. I'm about to head out. But yeah, Scottie's gone. I feel like the season is over with. I'm annoyed now. You know what I mean? It's it's aggravating. But we definitely gonna chop it up tonight after the game. When I come in, I'll probably just do another live. I'm starting to like the lives. But I just wanted to get this off my chest. I'm annoyed that the season is over. Officially for me. I don't have it's hard to root for Pascal and the Pacers. It's hard to root for the Knicks. I just want them to beat the Celtics and get them out the way. What's good, everybody? Yeah, but I'm about to get up out of here. I'm going to holler at y'all tonight when I come in from work. I just wanted to get this off my chest. I'm out of here. Peace.